Our monster variant of the podcast is called Storm of Sickles. So, for those of you joining us for the first time, for our monster variant, we take one of the monster manual stat blocks and we make a few changes to give it a new life. So, for this one, you're going to use the Swarm of Poisonous Snakes. I think this is probably the third time I've used that because it's so fucking versatile. Oh, I think this is the third time. So you're going to change it to a construct instead of a beast, and you're going to get rid of its bite. You're going to give it some new condition immunities: blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned. Basically all the shit that comes with being a construct.
Yeah.
But you're going to give it a new weakness: Antimagic Susceptibility, which basically means it's incapacitated with dispel magic or anti-magic fields, making it worthless. It's its kryptonite. Turns out magical items, kryptonite is no magic at all. It has a new feature, the false appearance, which basically just looks like a collection of pile of sickles on the floor, like a farmer just took a break somewhere when they're motionless. But what makes them interesting is their new combat features. So, Sickle Storm. At the start of each of the Sickle Storm's turns, each creature that starts its turn or enters its area within 5 feet of the Sickle Storm or shares a space with it takes 1d6 slashing damage. A creature that touches the sickle or hits it with a melee also takes 1d6 slashing damage. And then, of course, it has its sickle attack, which does 2d6 slashing and is halved when the creature is at half its hit points, like you've destroyed them, right? Just like any other swarm creature. The idea that I really like about this is it encourages the monster to move away without disengaging. Because by provoking the character to take damage themselves, it can bounce between all the characters. Because if you think about it, if it's in melee with 3 characters and moves away and they all attack, it's going to spread that damage. Now, it still might die, but the idea is that it's supposed to kind of shoot around and create like a whirlwind of...
It's just a whirlwind of blades.
Yeah, and very much like... I almost used the dagger... the dagger... What is the stupid floating flying dagger spell? Damn it. You know what I'm talking about? It's got the swarm of daggers. No, not swarm of daggers. What the fuck is it called?
Ice dagger?
No, it's just all daggers. Nobody knows what it is. Come on, we all play D&D.
No one uses it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever it is,
I'm
the
not a
floating dagger
spellcaster,
spell.
really.
I had to change it because it would have fallen apart a little bit. But anyways, this is something I thought was really cool, and I think would be great to be included in an area where there's lots of constructs or some sort of artificer who would make these as some sort of like sentient weapon to kind of just roam its halls or something.
Alternatively, you could make it where you're inside this like ninja dojo, and like all these ninjas and stuff are like, yeah, guys, let's just pull it out. It's like, what do you mean? It's like the sickles, just throw them at them. And they didn't realize that they accidentally had a whole bunch of magical sickles, and when they threw them, they all kind of actually stung together. It like started humming, and they're just like...
There's like a fucking flying blender.
And then they start blending people, and they're like, what did we just create?
What do you think
We
about...
could even do like a cursed armory,
Ooh.
Yeah, see?
like a haunted castle.
Oh, my dice are trembling, man. That's exciting.
So like this like thing in like armor, and it just now it's walking towards you, and it's just got sickles all around you. You're like, what do we do about this?
See, because that's fantastic, because it would fit like the animated armor theme, the flying sword. You could toss all that combined with this into a
Could you
death
imagine
armory.
if people thought it was just like a person, but then they keep trying to talk to it, but it's not responding because it's not actually a person.
Oh,
And they're like, oh, what is this weird spell this guy's doing? No, that's actually just a bunch of floating sickles that are trying to kill you. Sorry.
I like the idea of this legendary armory that might have a magical item, but it's protected by a bunch of magical weapons and armor.
Oh man, this would be really great to go inside this artificer's house. Oh my god, everything's attacking me. And it's not just like the walls, it's quite literally the appliances. What is happening?
Is that a flying toaster? Bam!
It just knocks the guy right in the face.
Dutch oven. What do you think about this monster there, Casey?
Monster.
I love it. I think it's a really cool idea. I'm thinking right now of the hundreds of different ways I could throw this into my campaign.
D100 list, the amount of times you can use a sickle
100
together.
reasons why I think this monster is badass.
We're on the D100. This is when you're going to meet
my
your
God.
sickle monsters.
Sickle monsters. Come and suck my sickles.
Oh, man.
Hey, thank you so much for all your support and watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. We are the hosts of the Crit Academy, a Dungeons & Dragons discussion podcast.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button.
And be sure to ring that bell. Get our latest content as we toss it out there, and it's good stuff.
Everyone loves fat loots and great D&D inspiration. Keep your blade sharp and spells prepared, heroes.